Hello, I'm Tom. This is Matt from JT Med. We would like to introduce you to the JT Med Split Apart Stretcher, the very finest patient transfer aid on today's market. It's made out of very durable and reliable 1000 denier Cordura fabric. It's also polyurethane coated to make it virtually resistant to any types of fluids. Easy cleanup, utilizing soap and water, surface disinfectant. The JT Med Split Apart Stretcher was designed to be fitted to your stretcher mattress pad. The sleek, flexible frame allows it to conform to virtually any position that your stretcher would be able to do. Actually, you can see you go into a semi-funnelers, knees bent, Trendelenburg, you name it. It's very, very thin, very comforting for the patient to be able to lay on. Your linens are over the top, and this is underneath. As you can see, one of the unique features of the split apart stretcher is the 6 reinforced hand grips, strategically located to equally distribute the weight of the patient no matter where the users are going, and it can be used from 2 to up to 6 users with a 700-pound weight rating. One of the unique features of the split apart stretcher that we found out is not only to be prepared on your cot in advance, but also to be a tool to get your patient from a bedroom, navigate through a narrow hallway and around a corner. We'll demonstrate this in the next segment. Now we'd like to show you one of the unique features that we just talked about, getting your patient from that bed and navigating down a narrow hallway where simply your scoop or long board will force you to go vertical around tight corners, and the patient doesn't need immobilization whatsoever. You simply log roll your patient on. As you can see, the split apart stretcher wraps around a patient's hips. The soft flexible frame locks around their hips, holding them in place. It's flexible, you can navigate around corners and still keep the patient in a position of comfort. It's meant to get to your cot, and once you have the patient on a cot, there's no need to ever take them off of there. This once again can conform to any position of your cot, and the patient will be able to rest comfortably on top. In the next segment, we'll demonstrate transferring your patient onto the hospital bed. So the main reason for the development of the JT Med Split Apart Stretcher is to ease your patient transfer once you have them onto your cot over onto the hospital bed. Once again, the utilization of the 6 hand grips come into effect. You don't have to rely on deteriorated or stretchable linens anymore to be able to curl them up and have improper handholds. Also, there's no need to expose your patient anymore, especially when you're performing advanced skills. Simply, you can leave them covered up, have one person on each side of the patient, one down at the foot end, and make your transfer over onto the hospital bed nice and easy. Once you do have them over onto the hospital bed, in order to reclaim your equipment, instead of log rolling or causing pain to your patient by moving them around, simply go down to the foot end and pull out the center spline, and it unlocks the alternating tabs that hold the stretcher together. The stretcher is simply removed from each side of the respectful side of the patient. We'll demonstrate how to reassemble your split apart stretcher. You simply place it on your cot upside down and realign the alternating tabs. Take your center spline that you had pulled out in order to split it and simply feed it through the alternating tabs that are now realigned. This once again locks your stretcher into one solid piece. You would simply flip it over, put your linens back over the top, and buckle it up, and you're ready for the next run. This is the JT Med Split Apart Stretcher. Hope you enjoyed this video.